I belong. Well, there's been so much history, so much wrong, so much.
Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Let the wheels of justice turn this young fun day. I don't know. I've got doubts. I can hope, but we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen today. So yeah, let's see. I've got everything lined up. Set to start in 25 minutes. Cool. So I should see if I can get a backup stream going here as well. And I thought maybe what we can do is before we get into it, we can actually just have a look at chat to the people. Coffee addicts here. Yes. Hello. Right here, coffee addict. Thank you. So yeah, I don't know. I have doubts when it comes to the president and him facing any kind of real justice. I don't know. We can listen. The best we can do is hope. The best we can do is hope. Let's hope we can find all the money. We can find the money that went missing.
Where? Show me the shells. Show me the shells.
Oh, good Lord. I don't know. Absolutely insanity. Who's all here? We got Chantal Luke, Reese. Hi, Reese. You're at the gym. Are you going to listen to me motivate you at the gym? Hell yeah. We're going to motivate Reese today. So every now and again, please just somebody drop it in the chat. We can help motivate Reese to do stuff. So I thought, listen, how about we just quickly go through just the vibe with the the Phala Phala thing. Let's just get why is obviously everybody's asking, why is this happening? Why is there constitutional judgment going to be happening today? Well, because it's how everything was handled. I think that's the main issue that we have here. And I think that's maybe a good thing to look at to get your bearings. It's always good to get your bearings on why things are happening. I'm also going to see, is there any other... Is the SABC doing a live stream? Let's see here. Constitutional Court. Sorry, just give a sec. Let's see if there's anybody. Is the okay, cool. Constitutional judgment. Constitutional Court judgment. Yeah. Oh, the EFF is also going to be streaming it. Maybe we'll piggyback off their stream. We've got the Constitutional Court one ready, but their stream is a bit cuck sometimes. They got these multiple cameras. It looks really crap. So I saw my grandfather. What? Reese, what are you fucking dying, guys? I think I saw my grandfather and he's dead. That would be like an Elvis vibe, right? Did you run after him or was it in a dream? Wait, what? That Reese, you got this. Right, let's have a quick look. I thought it would be a good idea let's have a breakdown of what happened with regards to the Phala Phala vibe. So burglary. Wait, hold on. Let me just make this bigger. Can I make it bigger? All right. There we go. That's better. Right. This is much better. There we go. That's laid out a bit better. Cool. So background: burglary occurred on the 9th of February, 2020, at one of President Cyril Ramaphosa's many properties. Now, this is one of 39 that we know of. So, yeah. Oh, we got the upper room here. How's it, Pete Swagger? How are you, good sir? Oh, wait. Let me just fix a thing here. Just make sure everything is running. Everything is perfect. Let's maybe switch off the thingy. Hold on a second. Let me just do something. Give me 1 sec here. Then we can go through this. Just take the screen for a second. Content. So many buttons, so many options and stuff. Let's make it free for people to chat for the time being, and then we're going to add on subscribers only a little bit later. Anyone can chat. There we go. Let's save that for now. We're going to come back to this. Right. There's so many buttons. Cool. Right, we've got this ready and we've got this open just for safety's sake. Cool. Right. So let's quickly go through it. Robbery happened. Burglary happened. Occurred at 9th of February 2020 at Cyril Ramaphosa's Phala Phala game farm in Limpopo. This is one of the, of the 39 or 37 properties that Cyril Ramaphosa owns. He also owns a massive ass house in Camps Bay somewhere. Yeah. And the hills there. Luxury. I know somebody that does, interiors and that type of stuff, and they're in the area a lot. And every time they go there, it's just like, luxury car upon luxury car standing on the outside. Trolls need to apply. I agree. We're going to open it up just for a little bit, Shantalu, and just remind me, maybe as soon as this thing starts, about 5-10 minutes in, then we can put it back on again. Where trolls need to apply, they need to subscribe in order to troll. I think that's the bare minimum, right? All right. So foreign currency, approximately $580,000 was stolen from furniture in the president's residence. See, that's the thing there. Foreign currency stolen from furniture. Now, I wish it would elaborate more, but it was stolen from inside of furniture. Inside of the furniture, sewed into the couch and mattresses, sewed in. So not just like art was under the couch. Wants to hang out and be cool and it's just under the couch. Where do I don't have anywhere to put it. No, it was fucking sewn in with purpose, right? Money claimed to be from game animal sales. So he sold a bunch of buffalo or something. Incident not reported to the South African police services. Let's actually go through the other one. I think the other one is a bit more detailed. Yeah, let's go. Sorry, here we go. Day of the burglary, 9th. What was stolen? An indeterminate amount of foreign currency, US dollars, hidden inside furniture. Yeah, that's I like specificity, including a couch and mattress. That's where they were found. It's sewed into it, right? Just things matter. At the president's residence on the farm, Arthur Fraser, former state security agency head, alleged approximately $4 million. Ooh, all right, they already have an issue. We already have a problem there where numbers are different now. So initially it was 4 million, and then later on, so $4 million, about 62 million rand in cash, right? Later official investigations and reports consistently refer to it around $580,000. Sure, of course it is. I don't fucking believe you. That is such bullshit. I would hidden it in the house. What? I would have hidden it inside the house walls, dude. Bro, exactly. In the couch. Like, imagine coming over to someone's house and hanging out sort of bro, why is your choreographed so hard? What is in here? This is uncomfortable. You should send it back. And he's like, and you have to have that conversation every time someone comes over to your place. No, thank you. Bro, 4 million, then suddenly 580. I smell bullshit. That's what I smell. It sounds like utter bullshit. Let's see here. I just want to open the EFF stream just so that if I can check on it. Okay, it's only starting at 10. Okay, cool. It's just yeah, exactly. What's with your lumpy couch? Why is it? Oh, money. Fuck me. You'd never invite anybody over. I'm like, anyway, about 9 million. Sources of the cash. Ramaphosa stated it was legitimate proceeds from the sale of game animals, buffaloes, at the farm. But, I mean, like right there, just this first part, I'm like, I don't believe you for 1 inch of a second. I don't believe you. I don't believe you whatsoever. How did the other person get that amount of cash? Did they report it to Forex that they had that amount of cash, that drew that amount of cash? How did you bring that amount of cash into the country? Is it a local guy he bought it from? Who's the person he bought it from? A legitimate basis of good for animal sales. From who? Questions later arose whether the sale was completed or properly documented. Obviously, it wasn't. How do you bring $4 million in cash? Where did he get it? Where did he draw it from? Did he just have it in, like, did someone else? Is there another dude with couches somewhere? Okay. Anyway, immediate handling. The theft was not formally reported to the South African Police Services. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, is where I go, alarm bells are ringing. Alarm bells were ringing.
Where? Show me the shells. Show me the shells.
Dude, if you're not reporting to the police, who did they report it to? The theft was not formally reported to the South African Police Services as required by law. Listen, this is the president. He's upholding the Constitution and the democracy and the republic on his terms when he feels like it. Listen, he's the president. He's allowed to fucking steal. In what world are we living? In what world are we living? Immediate report to the police as required by law. Ramaphosa informed Major General Wally Road. Wally Road. I mean, that sounds made the fuck up. I'm sorry, I shouldn't swear it so early in the morning. It sounds made up. Wally Road. Anyway, the head of the Presidential Protection Service. Aha. Like, you can't make this more suspicious. There's no way. You can't make it more suspicious. You can't. Like, okay. Anyway, let's carry on. Head of the Presidential Protective Services, who led an unofficial off-the-books investigation and the recovery operation that allegedly used state resource to bypass normal police procedures. Now, listen, let's just be honest here for a second. There is no, imagine you had money in your couch. Like, let's call it you money or me money. Like I'd like, say I had 100,000 Rand in my couch. I don't know if I'd phone the police. Not after the Madlanga Commission, right? I would not be calling the police. So I get it. So, but it also says that the president doesn't trust the police because O's are going to be stealing shit, right? Oh my God, this is insane. You make what? I know. You make me want to drink wine. I feel like drinking wine. I listen, when reading this, I feel the exact same. It's just clown world. Slayer, hell yeah, Slayer, baby. Cool comment. Thanks, Carl Erasmus. Didn't Wally Road's son die too? Bro, I don't even know. Listen, I don't know. All of those international game hunters. No, that's the thing. Who did he buy it from? Is it if he bought this from? If he sold this, he sold the buffalo to another person. What crazy person? Just bear with me for a second. What crazy person deals in cash? Like, for real? Who are you? Are you absolutely crazy to deal in cash? Why would you do that? Why would you risk dealing in cash? Like, you'd have to carry it around. Imagine someone found out. Like, that's nuts. Just do an EFT. The fact that this wasn't done via the banking thing, that's the first alarm bell here. The fact that all of this was covered up, the fact that you have got like the head of the Presidential Protective Services. I mean, this sounds like a novel. This is like the Bourne Identity. I don't get it. Anyway, this is a country where we steal, so fuck it, what's new? It was led an unofficial off-the-books investigation and recovery operation that allegedly used state resources to bypass normal police procedures. Initial secrecy. Morning, hey, how's it, everybody? Morning, good morning, morning, Carl, morning, Sharky, morning. Well, see our gay hunters. They can't trace money. That's there we go. Right on the money. Right on the money. You can't trace money. That's why they use cash. They don't want it to be traced. So by that, just by that pure fact that they didn't do an EFT, imagine the state of South Africa, the fact that you would not want to deal in cash speaks volumes. The fact that you will use cash instead of doing an EFT speaks volumes. The president wanted this off the books. Now, if this is just one case, how many other cases are happening? How many other cases of shit like this do you think is going on? Every rock we turn under, we look under, there is what? What is there? There's corruption. Every single time. Over and over and over again. Good Lord. Initial secrecy. The incident was kept private only became public in June. February, 5 months later? The incident was kept private and only became public in June 2020 when Arthur Fraser, an ally of the former president Jacob Zuma, filed a criminal complaint accusing Ramaphosa of money laundering, bribing, kidnapping of suspects, and concealing a crime. And why was this not investigated? They did it off the books. You can't do that. They are not the police. Wally Road, head of the Presidential Protection Service, he has no official right. This is like what happened with Fadil Adams now recently. Like, he got arrested for taking it upon himself. I mean, again, I don't know. Has he been arrested? Maybe not. Probably not. He's got special security. As required, Arthur Fraser, money laundering. So he's been accused. Again, we don't know if there's a made charge. I don't know what the constitutional. The only thing that we know. So what's happening today? Okay, well, let's get to that in a second. What followed the robbery in 2020? The Parliamentary and investigative process. A Section 89 independent panel appointed a parliamentary investigation. Appointed by Parliament, investigated whether, not investigating the thing, whether there was enough evidence for a constitutional violation by the president. The panel found that prima facie evidence that Ramaphosa may have acted inconsistently with his constitutional obligation. The panel found prima facie evidence that Ramaphosa may have acted inconsistently. They love using that word, inconsistently. So it's not like they want to put the burden of proof that he is actually sus. Here we go. Exactly, Melissa. Parliament's decision, December 22, the National Assembly, ANC-led majority, this is what we were talking about last night, voted 214 to 148 against adopting the panel's report and proceeding with a full impeachment inquiry, effectively ending the process at that stage. That's exactly what happened. They just went, nah, cool, I'll go. You're not going to have investigated. And had they have had that panel, that vote in Parliament today, it would have been a different story. But again, things can't just go away. We need to have things investigated because, I mean, none of the sounds. It's basically what the ANC did was they covered up for their president. That's what they did. How's it? Good morning, Renee. How are you? Good to see you, good madam. And you will have that, good sir. By fuck, you will have that. Thank you, Carl. Good Lord, that's awesome. So basically, this is what we're going. So they're going back to the Constitutional Court to get a judgment on whether the Parliament acted in good faith by doing this. And I don't think they did. This entire debacle should be investigated. The president is 100% in the wrong here. The fact that he went to the protection services, the fact that he didn't report it, the fact that there's a whole bunch of fucking different information regarding all of this, it all screams suspicion to the highest. Like there, come now, really. I can't with this country anymore. I just honestly can't. It's absolutely insanity. Clearance and parliamentary decision, the National Assembly. Okay, we read that. Clearance on specific issues. The Public Protector and South African Reserve Bank cleared Ramaphosa on certain ethics and foreign exchange controls matters related to the cash and its storage. And it was, again, we looked at this last night. It was just basically a technicality that he got off on. Little technicality. Well, you know. Ongoing criminal proceedings. 3 suspects were charged with housebreaking and theft. Their trial was continued in the regional court, postponement and noted into 2026. Jesus, nothing ever happens. 2022, 4 years later. April 2026 developments. The Independent Police Investigation Directorate, the IPID, declassified a damning report revealing that the 2020 theft was concealed and the state resources were abused in an I mean, we knew this from the beginning, but anyway, this is probably when they found it out. Damning report revealing in 2020 that concealed that the state resources were abused in an unlawful off-the-books investigation by members of the Presidential Protection Service. The IPID recommended disciplinary action against senior officers. What about the president? Who do you think do they take their orders from? Who? The Constitutional Court challenged the economic freedom fighters and the African Transformation Movement, never heard of her, approached the Constitutional Court, case CCT 3524. That's what they're going to pass judgment on this specific thing, arguing the Parliament's 2020 rejection of Section 89 panel report was irrational and unlawful, and the Parliament failed in its constitutional duty to hold the executive accountable. I 100% agree with the tards from the EFF. I can say tards, right? Yes, I can. They are tards. Constitutional judgment today. The Constitutional Court is scheduled to hand down a long-awaited judgment today at 10 o'clock on whether Parliament acted lawfully and rational when it rejected the section. Listen, we all know it was unlawful. We all know why it happened. It's because ANC got each other's back. They got to protect the hand that feed them. That's what it is. That's all it is. We know this. Let's see. Is anything live yet? No. Again, this is going to be one of those really boring things where Teddy Judge read out shit for like 20 minutes. So yeah, that's where we are at. That's where we are at. So we got about probably 5 minutes before it starts. Remember, boys and girls, to hit the like and subscribe button if you're here for the first time. Major Tom. I agree completely. He is shady. All of this is shady. This entire process is shady. It's beyond shady. And who's the shady person here? It's the president. But what he's done is he's kind of like going, it wasn't me. It's all the people around me who did this. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. He's basically just being shaggy. That's all. Wasn't me. I saw you put fucking money in the couch. Wasn't me. I saw you put money in the mattress. Wasn't me. It's just like But all he has to do is he has to keep quiet. A whole bunch of other people will take the fall. And I mean, what is going to happen? I don't know. Up until the Madlanga Commission, I thought nothing would happen. All right, Bard, how's it? How's it, good sir? How are you? But that's the thing. But usually that is the case. If there's smoke, there's something burning somewhere. But we're supposed to pretend like, oh no, nothing is absolutely wrong. Like, yeah, all of them are shady. That's the thing. The more we look at it, every single person, if we investigate them, what does it turn out? It turns out, oh, people in government are shady. Listen, don't ever want to go into government. It's not my cup of tea. I wouldn't want to do it. because I think there has to be a degree of you that has to be willing to do shady stuff. And on the premise of it is like, well, on the face of being in government, you have to be fine, right? If you want to work in government, you have to be fine with the idea of taking shit from people, right, against their will. Like stealing from people is somehow fine. It's not wrong. It's not illegal. It's not theft when the government does it. When people all get together and vote to steal shit from other people, it's somehow not wrong. But when other people do it, it somehow is wrong. See, that hypocrisy, that insanity, I would never be able to. I would never be able to sleep at night being in government. I would never be able to take a salary that is like, I know the salary has been taken from people who didn't want it, like just randomly. Just you're stealing money from people. What is it? 2.7% of South Africa pays something like 77, 80. Let's round it off to 80% of all income tax. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, and then try and explain to me that's not stealing. Fucking insanity, this world. Okay, we got both streams up. 10 o'clock. Well, obviously it's the South Africa. You think I was going to be on time? I wouldn't be able to. No, exactly. Completely, CR. I can't. I wouldn't be able to live with that on my vibe. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could probably say like, listen, the right amount of money, you would, you'd be able to sleep at night. Maybe there's a chance of it, but I mean, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be able. I wouldn't want to do shit like that. I just think it's fucking wrong. It's absolutely just. It's terrible. Sorry. Let's see. How's the streams looking? There's ours. Okay, cool. SABC 1 is live. Let's see if anything's happening there. No, nothing yet. That's not on yet. News 24. Okay, wait. There is. Here we go. We've got footage. Okay, right. Thank goodness. Here we go. Let's hope this one is a good one.
In terms of Section 167, subsection 4E of the Constitution by the Economic Freedom Fighters, the EFF, and the African Transformation Movement, the ATM, to whom I shall collectively refer as the applicants. I start by taking full responsibility for the delay in producing this judgment concerning an extremely difficult matter of great national importance. And I tender my sincere apology to the parties, my colleagues, and fellow South Africans for the inconvenience it has caused. The applicants seek an order declaring as unlawful and irrational a decision of the National Assembly taken on 13 December 2022 to not adopt the report of the independent panel, hereinafter referred to as the report, and refer it to the impeachment committee. This decision was in the context of an impeachment inquiry into alleged violations of the law and the Constitution and alleged serious misconduct by the President of the Republic of South Africa, Mr. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, in connection with events that occurred at his private farm, the Phala Phala Wildlife Game Farm. The applicants further seek a declaratory order that Rule 129I of the Rules of the National Assembly, which I will call the NA rules, is inconsistent with the Constitution and invalid as it permits Parliament to avoid fulfilling its obligations to hold the President accountable. The respondents who oppose the matter are the Speaker of the National Assembly and the National Assembly, who I refer to collectively as Parliament, the President, and the African National Congress, the ANC. The other respondents are all the other political parties represented in the National Assembly, and they did not oppose the application. The matter emanates from the alleged storage and theft of a large sum of foreign currency from Phala Phala in February 2020. On 1 June 2022, Mr. Arthur Fraser, the former National Commissioner for the Department of Correctional Services, issued a media statement announcing that he'd laid criminal charges against the President and other parties in relation to stolen foreign currency that was illegally brought to South Africa by the President's advisor on the President's behalf.
Illegally brought to South
Claimed
Africa.
that the money was not declared to the South African Revenue Service or the South African Reserve Bank, but was transferred and stored in a couch at Phala Phala. Mr. Fraser also alleged that the President had sought assistance from his Namibian counterpart, President Hage Geingob, in the arrest of the suspected mastermind of the theft, who was allegedly hiding in Namibia. The President denied Mr. Fraser's allegations and insisted that the money was the proceeds of a cash sale of 20 buffalo made to a Sudanese businessman, a Mr. Mustafa Hazim, in December 2019. In July 2022, the then President of the ATM submitted a notice of motion to the Speaker in terms of Section 89, subsection 1 of the Constitution and the NA rules, requesting the National Assembly to initiate an inquiry into the removal of the President from office on the grounds that he had committed a serious violation of the Constitution and the law and serious misconduct. The motion stated that the President had violated A, provisions of the Constitution which prohibit members of the Cabinet from undertaking any other paid work, in that the President had publicly declared himself a farmer in the cattle and game business who buys and sells animals. B, provisions of the Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act 12 of 2004, hereafter referred to as PRECA, read with the South African Police Service Amendment Act 20 of 2012, in that the President had failed to report the housebreaking and theft to the police. C, provisions of the Constitution in terms of which members of Cabinet may not expose themselves to situations involving the risk of a conflict between their official responsibilities and private interests, because the President asked General Rode, the head of the Presidential Protection Unit of the South African Police Service, to investigate the theft, despite General Rode lacking the authority to investigate security issues at Phala Phala. And D, provisions of the Constitution in terms of which members of Cabinet may not act in a way that is inconsistent with their office, because his unlawful instructions to General Rode showed dishonesty and constituted misconduct and unlawfulness. The Speaker appointed an independent panel to conduct an investigation into these allegations. The independent panel subsequently submitted its report, in which it concluded that the evidence before it prima facie established that the President may have committed a serious violation of the Constitution and PRECA. On 13 December 2022, the report came before the National Assembly for consideration and voting on the question whether to refer the matter to the Impeachment Committee for further consideration. The National Assembly voted by a majority against referring the motion to the Impeachment Committee. Before this court, the applicants contend that this court has exclusive jurisdiction to decide the matter, as it concerns the National Assembly's failure to fulfill its obligation to hold the President to account. Under Section 167, subsection 4E.
She looks like she's paid off. Come on.
Only the Constitutional Court may decide that Parliament or the President have failed to fulfill a constitutional obligation. The applicants challenged the vote of the National Assembly declining to refer the motion to an impeachment committee as irrational and unlawful. They also challenged Rule 129I as a breach of the National Assembly's constitutional obligation under Section 89 of the Constitution to put in place an effective mechanism to hold the President accountable in terms of that section. The President, supported by the ANC, opposes the application on several grounds, including that the matter is, in substance, a rationality review against the National Assembly's decision, which was unreasonably delayed without explanation, and that the matter has become moot.
I know, right?
They also submit that this case does not engage the exclusive jurisdiction of this court, and that no basis has been established for direct access. Parliament concedes that the relief sought by the applicants falls within this court's exclusive jurisdiction, but disputes the contention that Rule 129I is unconstitutional. It also argues that because of the delay in launching the application, conducting a Section 89 inquiry before the impeachment committee has become legally impossible. Against this factual backdrop, this court was tasked with determining the following. One, whether this court has exclusive jurisdiction to entertain the matter, and if not, whether direct access is warranted. Two, whether procedural issues bar consideration of the merits. Three, if not, whether Rule 129I and the National Assembly's vote declining referral to the impeachment committee are consistent with the Constitution. And four, what remedy is just and equitable. Three separate judgments have been produced in this matter. The first judgment is written by myself.
What is that?
And concurred in by Acting Deputy Chief Justice Madlanga, Justice Theron, and Justice Rogers. On exclusive jurisdiction, it finds that the Constitution imposes clear and specific obligations on the National Assembly to ensure executive accountability, to put in place effective mechanisms to maintain oversight of the exercise of national executive authority, and to take appropriate action in holding the President accountable. It finds that the challenge to Rule 129I implicates the obligation to put effective mechanisms in place, and that the challenge to the National Assembly's vote implicates the obligation to hold members of the executive accountable and to take appropriate action against the President. It holds that the fact that the applicants relied on rationality and legality review grounds does not remove it from this court's exclusive jurisdiction. Where a constitutional obligation is implicated, this court has exclusive jurisdiction to hear the matter. The respondents raised other procedural issues which they argue should dispose of the matter, such as delay and mootness. This application was brought nearly 14 months after the National Assembly took its decision in December 2022. This court has previously held that it must be determined first whether delay is unreasonable, and second,
it's unreasonable.
The interests of justice require that the delay be overlooked. The first judgment finds that the substantial delay, which was not explained, is unreasonable. However, it finds that several factors favor overlooking the delay, including the fact that there is no prejudice to any of the respondents, that this court's ability to adjudicate the matter has not been impaired by the delay, and the tremendous importance of the matter. The first judgment finds that there is a proper basis to overlook the delay in all the circumstances. The question of mootness can relate only to the EFF's attack on the National Assembly's decision on 13 December 2022. Parliament and the ANC argue that the terms of the 6th Parliament has expired, and so the relief sought by the EFF has become moot.
What?
As a Section 89 inquiry is now legally impossible.
It's going to be a
The
technicality.
first judgment finds
We know it's
that
going to
nothing precludes the adjudication of the challenge to the rule, as challenges to existing and fully operational statutory provisions can never be considered moot. Functionaries are generally held to enduring legal obligations attaching to their official capacities, despite the succession of incumbents or change in their ranks. Additionally, the process of an impeachment inquiry could take many months.
Yeah.
If impeachment proceedings that started in one parliament could not be carried over to the next, it would be practically impossible to initiate and finalize impeachment proceedings.
There we go.
For these reasons, amongst others,
Thank
the
you.
first judgment finds that the challenge to the impugned decision of the National Assembly is not moot. I
Can he
turn
judge
to the
too?
merits of the matter. Section 89, subsection 1 of the Constitution contemplates a two-stage process for impeachment. A preliminary inquiry to determine whether a listed ground exists, followed by a decision by the National Assembly on whether or not to remove the president from office. This court has already held that the making of specially tailored rules is obligatory to regulate the process of impeachment under Section 89, subsection 1. The National Assembly did this in passing Rules 129A to 29Q. However, the rules it passes must be effective in ensuring that appropriate action may be taken to hold the president accountable.
Oh, is she going to be Tiny Judge too?
Rule 129I permits the National Assembly to terminate the impeachment process at a preliminary stage
How broken is this
before a
building
full
they're in?
inquiry can be conducted into whether a ground listed in Section 89, subsection 1 exists.
Is this the High Court? Is
This
the
has the
Constitutional Court? Are
effect
you
of
joking?
foreclosing full engagement with the merits of the motion, stifling informed debate and undermining the values of accountability and transparency that must inform the National Assembly's processes. It is not sufficient for the National Assembly to proceed directly from receipt of an independent panel report to a vote and thereby suppress an impeachment motion that discloses prima facie the existence of a ground under Section 89, subsection
There is
1.
existence.
The National Assembly is required to do more than merely table, debate, and vote
Yes,
such a
thank you.
substantiated motion. The rule is therefore inconsistent with the Constitution and invalid. The first judgment finds that the vote must follow in the rule's footsteps. Legally, the vote and the rule are on the same constitutional footing, and so the one must follow the other. The vote was influenced by a material error of law. It is therefore inconsistent with the Constitution and must accordingly fall.
I mean,
In
it
respect
sounds
of
like we're going in a
adjustment
good way, yeah?
equitable remedy, the first judgment finds that in this matter, a limited severance coupled with reading in is necessary to correct the rule in compliance with the Constitution
Okay.
to remain in effect until the National Assembly corrects the defect in the affected rule. It would also be appropriate to refer the report to the impeachment committee consistent with the reading in remedy ordered. The first judgment finds that the EFF has been successful and should be awarded its costs, though only the cost of 2, not 3 counsel, as it asked. The ATM did not seek costs. The second judgment written by my brother Kolapen J, with Matopo and Chike JJ and Sigobin AJ concurring, takes a different approach to the issues of exclusive jurisdiction and the constitutionality of Rule 129I. The second judgment locates its assessment of the issues by identifying the carefully structured interconnectedness and balancing of majoritarian and counter-majoritarian provisions in the Constitution. In doing so, it explores the disenfranchisement of the vast majority of South Africans prior to 1994 and recognizes that majoritarian measures are often democracy-enhancing and may, where they appear in the Constitution, represent a deliberate location of political power by the drafters of the Constitution. It is a choice courts are obliged to respect. In support of this stance, the second judgment cites this court's judgment in Ex parte Chairperson of the Constitutional Assembly in re certification of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, in which it held that this court has no power, no mandate, and no right to express any view on the political choices made by the Constitutional Assembly in drafting the new text. On the basis of these principles, the second judgment agrees that this court's exclusive jurisdiction over the challenge to Rule 129I is engaged, but for different reasons, different to those advanced in the first judgment. Relying on this court's decision in EFF2, the 2017 judgment, the second judgment finds that the only obligation imposed on the National Assembly by Section 89 is the responsibility to develop rules to facilitate the removal of the president. However, it notes that any decision the National Assembly takes in this respect falls wholly within its discretion. It can hardly be sustainable to suggest then, says the second judgment, that a discretionary power creates a constitutional obligation to hold the president accountable, as is found in the first judgment. In fortifying this finding, the second judgment distinguishes Section 89 from specific provisions of the Constitution, such as Sections 42 subsection 3 and 91 subsection 2, that expressly create mutual accountability obligations on the part of the President and the National Assembly. On the challenge to the rule, the second judgment aligns itself with EFF2 in finding that the only obligation Section 89 creates is for the National Assembly to put in place rules to facilitate the removal of the President, should it elect to do so. It is against this objective that Rule 129I must be assessed. The second judgment then identifies Section 89 as a deliberately majoritarian provision which vests a permissive power to impeach the President in the National Assembly alone. It concludes that in line with tried principles of the separation of powers and constitutional supremacy, this court is obligated to respect the powers Section 89 bestows on the National Assembly. On this basis, the second judgment finds that Rule 129I is not unconstitutional in that it properly operationalizes the permissive power of the National Assembly to remove the President. With respect to the challenge to the vote, the second judgment, unlike the first, concludes that this court does not enjoy exclusive jurisdiction over this challenge for two reasons. First, having concluded that Section 89 does not create a constitutional obligation to hold the President to account, it finds that the failure to discharge that alleged obligation cannot be relied upon to establish this court's exclusive jurisdiction. Second, it concludes that the true bone of the applicant's argument and the discomfort expressed in the first and third judgments in fact lies in the manner in which the National Assembly voted and not with the rule itself. Relying on this court's judgment in Van Rooyen versus the state, which draws a clear distinction between the adequacy of a rule and the exercise of power
Why you come here,
under
Cole?
a rule, directing that the appropriate remedy for the improper exercise of power lies in reviewing the exercise of such power rather than in the invalidation of the rule. Finally, and in response to the first and third judgments, the second judgment outlines what it believes to be two fundamental and insurmountable contradictions in the outcomes arrived at by those judgments. First, it cannot be that a vote taken in terms of an unlawful rule is automatically impugned by virtue of the unlawfulness of the rule. This very point is illustrated by the first and the third judgments. Despite the reasons posited for the unconstitutionality of the rule in each of those decisions, the rule in its current form may still yield lawful votes by the National Assembly. This would occur, for example, in the circumstances where the National Assembly accepts a positive recommendation of the panel and the matter proceeds to the impeachment committee, or where it refuses to accept a negative recommendation of the panel and the matter proceeds to the impeachment committee despite the panel's finding. With this in mind, the second judgment takes the view that whilst an act taken in terms of an unlawful empowering provision may be invalidated, where the empowering provision is declared unlawful, this should not be considered automatic. In this context, it has already shown that the rule is capable of producing valid votes by the National Assembly,
I fell asleep there, sorry.
despite the invalidation of the rule.
I have no idea, Chantal.
Furthermore, the same outcome as a declaration of invalidity, as ordered in the first and third judgments,
Good
may
question,
be
Sharky.
achieved
Great
through
question.
a rationality challenge to the vote, raising the inevitable question why unnecessarily impugn the rule when the same outcome may be achieved through a challenge to the vote. Second,
Melissa, they didn't.
the order proposed by the first and third judgments would oblige the National Assembly to accept a positive recommendation from the panel, but would allow it the discretion to overturn a negative recommendation from the panel if need be.
Stop.
There can be no conceivable reason for this contrasting approach to positive and negative recommendations from the panel. It recognizes the validity of the National Assembly's power to grapple with a negative recommendation from the panel, whilst denying
Delaying?
it the exercise of such power
Guys,
when
get to
a
the point,
positive
fuck's
recommendation is
sake.
made. This contradiction lends support to the conclusion that the source of the first and second judgment's discomfort can be addressed through a challenge to the vote without impugning the rule.
Okay.
On these bases, the second judgment would have found exclusive jurisdiction in the challenge to the rule,
Are you sure, Melissa?
but would have
Not in
dismissed that
Shitfontein.
challenge as Rule 129I passes constitutional muster. The third judgment, penned by Justice Majid,
I mean, a little bit of paint, right? A coat of paint, for
and
fuck's
Acting
sake.
Justice Tolmei concurring, agrees with the first and second judgment's reasoning and findings.
A bit of plaster,
Exclusive
something.
jurisdiction with respect to the rule. That is, that the court has exclusive jurisdiction to consider its constitutionality. The third judgment, like the first judgment, finds that Rule 129I is unconstitutional, but on a different basis. The third judgment holds that Rule 129I deprives the full National Assembly of the opportunity to vote on the existence of a ground for impeachment and precludes a full ventilation of the facts that inform the vote. The National Assembly is constitutionally obliged to determine whether the President has committed conduct falling within Section 89, subsection 1, and that determination must be rational, evidence-based, and attributable to the National
No,
Assembly
that's
as
horseshit.
the ultimate decision maker. In EFF2, this court interpreted Section 89, subsection 1
For real.
as entailing a structured two-stage process. First, there must be an investigative and evaluative stage in which the relevant facts are gathered.
Drowning in a
and
couch
assessed.
of money.
Second, there must be a decision stage in which
No,
the
it can't be
National Assembly
true.
determines
Come on, Melissa.
whether the jurisdictional facts for removal exist, and if so, whether to remove the President.
Why is the coffee all
While
gone?
the investigative and evaluative tasks may be performed by committees
I
or
wish I had a
through
Reese.
other
Get me a
mechanisms,
coffee.
the constitutional obligation to determine whether a ground for removal exists rests solely with the National Assembly. The third judgment holds that Rule 129I inserts a third antecedent step prior to Rule 129J. Once a motion is initiated and referred to a panel, the panel conducts a preliminary assessment
Oh,
and
Melissa.
reports
Melissa's
on
on
whether
fire
sufficient
today.
evidence for an inquiry exists. Thereafter, the National Assembly is required to vote, not on whether a Section 89 ground exists, nor or whether the President
Yeah,
should
she
be
should.
removed. That is the two steps envisaged in EFF2,
Funny judge, two-step.
but rather on whether a Section 89
just
inquiry
smoke.
should proceed further. If the National Assembly resolves not to proceed, the process terminates at that point. and the Section 89 subsection 1 impeachment motion is never voted on, the National Assembly never gets to consider either the first or the second stage. This is a fatal flaw and a violation of the Constitution. The impugned rule as it stands requires the National Assembly to first step back and decide whether to engage in that process at all, and permits the process to be halted before it even begins. Even if the National Assembly were to consider the panel's report, its vote at the Rule 129I stage remains a procedural decision rather than a substantive constitutional determination. It is not a finding about whether the President has committed a serious violation or misconduct, nor does it pronounce on his or her inability to perform the functions of office. The fact that the National Assembly never applies its mind to the Section 89, subsection 1 question is further underscored by Rule 129M, which takes place at the impeachment committee stage. That stage is never reached if the National Assembly decides not to proceed beyond the panel. Rule 129M provides that once the National Assembly has resolved to proceed, the impeachment committee must establish the veracity and, where required, the seriousness of the charges. This necessarily means that the National Assembly's consideration under Rule 129I is not related to the veracity of the report. The National Assembly is therefore expected by the impugned rule to make a decision in the absence of the information that the Constitution requires for that decision. The result is that the preliminary stage does not facilitate the constitutional inquiry. It displaces it. This also undermines the majoritarian design of Section 89, subsection 1. The Constitution envisages that the decisive judgment whether to remove the President is to be taken by a special majority of the National Assembly, that is the 2/3 of the National Assembly, after engagement with the merits. But because Rule 129I allows the process to be halted at the threshold, the National Assembly is never called upon to make that value judgment. In summary, Rule 129I introduces an impermissible preliminary step that allows the National Assembly to decide whether to decide. In addition to the reasoning above, the third judgment rules that the Section 89 power cannot be exercised without effectual foundation. In order for a Section 89 subsection 1 ground to be established, there must be a finding that is
Gemini,
partly
please,
effectual.
please summarize the speech.
Meeting such a ground, and partly normative. Does the conduct meet the level of seriousness envisaged by that section? That vote.
Oh, I'm having pizza tonight.
Relates
Just
neither
speaking of
to the
dinner.
factual finding nor the normative determination of whether a listed ground exists. The third judgment further holds that this state of affairs results in a lack of transparency and openness in the process. The panel conducts its work on a limited written record, and the more rigorous processes of testing evidence,
thank you.
assessing
I agree with you.
veracity,
The chat is
and
amazing.
evaluating seriousness are reserved for the impeachment committee stage. If the process is halted before that stage is reached, the National Assembly's decision is taken without the benefit of a full and public exposition of the issues.
It's
The
a
absence
constant reminder of the
transparency
corruption
has
in South Africa.
consequences beyond
It's
the
broken.
immediate decision. Where evidence is properly tested and placed in the public domain, it equips the electorate with information that bears directly on the exercise of political choice,
Right, let's see Ronaldo's
including
angle.
at the next election. It also enhances the conditions.
Yeah, but the
under which
audio
members of
that
National
the
Assembly
SABC is
themselves
absolutely
deliberate.
shit, and also I can't
This
stand that
does not
logo
mean
floating
that
around.
The National Assembly is obliged to
Why does he use the
any particular
SABC? They're a
outcome,
bunch of bastards. They
nor
gave me a
does it
copyright
diminish its
strike.
authority to decide whether to remove the President. It means only
If Ronaldo
that
cared
the
about
process
me
through
as
give
his
that
friend,
authority
he
is
wouldn't stream the
exercised
fucking
must be
SABC. Give them a
sufficiently
view,
open
bastard.
to allow for meaningful public scrutiny of the issues.
Damn
and
it.
the
I know.
decision.
Good one. Good call there.
The third judgment concludes that Rule 129I is unconstitutional and must be set aside. It further holds that the National Assembly's vote must likewise be set aside
But is somebody
because
following
it
you?
was taken
Because
under an invalid rule that prevented the National Assembly from properly determining whether a ground for impeachment existed. The vote, therefore, lacked a lawful foundation. Applying the
remember to give
decision of
kudos
this
to the
court
stream
in
provider. It was the
Genesis
Constitutional Court.
Medical
I'm doing
Schemes
theirs.
versus Register of Medical Schemes.
Yes, that is.
The
They have
third
good audio at
judgment holds
least.
that once
Not
the
good
rule
walls,
is
but good
set
audio.
aside, the vote taken under it cannot stand. The
Oh, you're
conclusion
kidding? I thought she was being
is this.
sarcastic.
The effect of the three judgments
You're not joking.
is as follows.
Okay, here we go.
This
Finally.
court, A, unanimously finds that it has exclusive jurisdiction in respect of the challenge to the validity of Rule 129I. B, by a majority, finds that it does not have exclusive jurisdiction in respect of the challenge to the NA vote. C, by a majority, concludes that Rule 129I is inconsistent with the Constitution and invalid. D, by
Okay.
a majority, concludes that the NA vote is inconsistent with the Constitution and invalid.
Haha.
E, by a majority,
Get
concludes that the report must be referred to the impeachment committee.
Ooh! Oh
As such,
shit!
the
Oh
following order is
shit!
made. One, this court has exclusive jurisdiction to hear
It's
the
science.
application with respect to the challenge to Rule 129I.
Good one.
Two,
Yep, that's a good one.
it is declared that Rule 129I of the 9th edition of the Rules of the National Assembly, the NA rules, is inconsistent with the Constitution, invalid, and it is set aside.
Yeah, the first one.
Three,
100 duck-sized elephants.
pending any amendment
Punch them all in the
to
face.
Rule 129I of the NA
Won't stand a
rules shall
chance.
read as follows, open quote, Rule 129I, heading Consideration and Referral of Panel Report.
Exactly.
One,
Duck-sized elephants.
once the panel has reported, the Speaker must
No,
inform
what? No.
the Assembly of the report.
It would peck you to death.
The President must be provided with a copy of the report forthwith.
No.
Three, in the event the panel concludes that sufficient evidence exists as contemplated in Rule 129G, the matter must be referred to the impeachment committee established by this rule or by the National Assembly rules for that purpose.
They should have a tar
In the
translator.
event the panel concludes
Like,
that
you know,
sufficient evidence does not exist as contemplated in Rule 129G,
Exactly, CR. It'll
the
fucking
Speaker
kill you.
must schedule the report for consideration by the Assembly, and in the event the Assembly nonetheless resolves that a Section 89, subsection 1 inquiry be proceeded with, the matter
Nothing
must
goes
be
down for
referred
it.
to
Well,
the
looks like
impeachment committee
it's the
established by
court
this
ruled in
rule
favor of the EFF.
or by the National Assembly rules for that purpose. 4, the severance and reading in paragraph 3 of this order shall apply subject to any amendment by the National Assembly. 5, pending any amendment of the NA rules to the extent that any of the other NA rules are by implication affected by the reading in paragraph 3 of this order, those rules shall be read consistently with paragraph 3 of this order.
You can fight it with a hose pipe, Chantal.
6, it is declared that the vote of the National Assembly taken on 13 December 2022, declining to refer the report of the independent panel to an impeachment committee as envisaged in the NA rules, is inconsistent with the Constitution, invalid, and it is set aside. 7,
If we had to do it, you have to do it. You have to do it, go stop and watch from the start.
committee established in terms of the NA rules. 8, the first to fourth respondents are ordered to pay the cost of the first applicant, including cost of two counsel, where applicable. I hand down the judgment.
Booyakasha.
Court adjourns.
Oh, wow, that's it. Wow. 38 minutes. Are you joking? This is what court should be like. 38 minutes, just wham bam. Why are they wearing green robes? That's it. Wow, and we're done. Good Lord, that was quick. That was quick. Wasn't that too quick for you guys? Wait, let's take this silly thing off the screen here. It's going to be a bit annoying. It's a bit weird. It feels like it's too fast, guys. That's it. I think they basically ruled in favor of the thingy. Yeah. And it's done. Good Lord. Wham bam, thank you, man. I'm glad I'm late enough to just be on time. That was good. That was quick, right? That was like instant. I mean, like, listen. Is that why they're wearing the green stuff? They do kind of look like kind of weird, like priesty things. Yeah? That was insane. That was it feels like it was too fast. Let's see here. Is it done? Is it like that? Yeah, it's done. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, good Lord. There we go. There you have it. If they can just if the court, South African court can just be like that. Just read it, get it done. Never trust anyone except the man in the mirror. Good advice. So after all, what's happening? All they've done is, what I gather is they've ruled in favor of the thing. So as I understand it, they have to now go back to Parliament. The National Assembly have to now vote. I think vote on it, because they can't just shut it down. There is inconsistencies there. They have to, basically, in layman's terms, they're going to form a committee to go investigate whether the president is in the wrong. Yeah, that's basically what's going to happen there. It has to go back, which is good, because I mean, like, again, if we go back to our notes here, there's just a whole bunch of inconsistencies here. So yeah, just let me just share this quick. This is the whole vibe. This is what the court had to rule on today. Where's this now? Oh, come on. Yeah, here we go. Basically, there we go. That's better. Constitutional Court judgment today. The Constitutional Court is scheduled to hand down a long-awaited judgment, 10 o'clock, whether the Parliament acted lawfully or irrationally when it rejected. So basically, the court ruled that they were not lawful and it wasn't rational. The ruling is expected to clarify the legal weight of section panel findings, expected Parliament's discretion in impeaching. So they basically, what the court has said, they have to go back. They have to go back to the drawing board, and they have to go, listen, sorry, this is, how's it? Good morning. How are you, good sir? Yeah, they have to basically go back to the drawing board, and I think Parliament now has to re-vote on it. That's kind of my assessment of this. So yeah, I think that's the thing. Also, guys, if you're here, please hit the like and the subscribe. You know, if you're here for the first time, you know, it always helps the channel. I really appreciate it. It's the least you can do. Come now. But yeah, so I don't know what the gravity of this vibe is now. I don't know where it goes. So they have to now, it has to go back to vote. And again, I think with this National Assembly, you're probably going to have the EFF vote against them. You're going to have the MK vote against them. You're going to have DA vote against them. Again, they could make internal deals, especially with the GNU. And the part that you probably have to think about is whether or not they have to consider the question of who replaces, if they impeach, fuck me, sorry. Wrong button. If they impeach Cyril Ramaphosa, who comes back, who is going to be there in place of him? I don't think of anybody else. Even though, as much as I think Cyril is a complete asshat, who replaces him? It's not going to be anybody from any other party. It's going to be someone other than ANC, because they hold the majority, right? I'm trying out AI, and I'm having done fun using free video, image, and song apps. Dude, you can do a shitload of stuff with like Suno. Hey, Robert, how are you, guy? Yeah, dude, you can THM. You can do a whole bunch of stuff with Suno and like even Grok. Grok is like, dude, the amount of stuff has improved. Think about this for 1 second. We're talking about AI. It was less than about a year and a half ago. We had Will Smith eating spaghetti and it looked like tarded. And look where we are now. Suno, yeah, exactly. SUNO, .com or .org or something. It's like you just make free music with it. You can also actually do Artlist. If you can go to Artlist, you can make music on Artlist. But Suno is probably the easiest one. It's free. You can do X amount of songs for free. It's super cool. It's like a nice platform. Our good friend AJM made us a cool track. Do we still have the track? Do you guys want me to play the track that he made for us? Let me give you a quick demonstration of how kiff Suno is. Where's the song that AJM made us? Yeah, let me play it for you quickly. He made a cool track for the Mork Rock show. Where is this now? It's music. Here we go. This one. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. He made this for us with Suno. Let me play it.
The Mork Rock Show! Mork's got a show, it's a crazy ride. Dyslexia's got him reading words with pride. He stumbles and he fumbles, but he's got a grin. The Mork Rock Show, where comedy's supposed to spin. More, king of the screen. Can't read the comments, but he's making it mean. ADHD's got him jumping all around, but he's loving every minute of this comedy town.
Bullshit. I don't trust you, Ghost Stomper.
You wonder what he's talking about, but you'll be back for more. He's got a heart of gold and a spirit so bright, even if the jokes ain't that funny tonight.
What a dick move. So yeah, that was created with Suno. It's actually cool. It's really kiff. Go try it out, dude. Actually, you know what, Chantal? I'm gonna make another one for like an intro vibe. I should make a cool one. It'll be fun now. But yeah, that was created with Suno. You guys literally anybody can go use Suno. It's super kiff. It's a really great site. It's very, very cool. It's very cool. It's like, and it's insane. It's next level amazing. But also like you can do stuff with artists. I don't know if you've been watching Ronaldo's show. There's the one guy that has made a couple of Afrikaans songs, and he did that with Artlist. So Artlist also a good one. How do we get to Artlist? I'll show you Artlist quickly. Artlist. Yeah, this is another one, and it's also incorporated a lot of this is Artlist, very cool site, and then you can do Suno. Suno music generator, AI music generator. It's absolutely phenomenal. You can put lyrics in, you can literally, and it's even clapping like doing stuff in Afrikaans, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, dude, go at it. Go knock it out. I mean, you guys know the story about the dude who sort of scammed Spotify. Do you guys know the story? There's a dude who scammed, not scammed. I mean, he found a loophole in Spotify and in Apple Music and all these. Antoinette van Sale, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. See, I love it when people subscribe. You make my day. But yeah, there was a cool vibe where well, not a cool vibe. It was quite an interesting story that happened. It was, are we buffering? Are we buffering? No, we're not. No, we're not buffering. Okay, we're not buffering. Cool. It's all good. Sorry, I thought we were buffering. We're not buffering. Yeah. Sorry. Back to my story. There's a guy that basically he used Suno and AI to create like thousands of tracks, like 56. I don't know how many tracks. He did a shitload of tracks each and every day, and he started uploading them to like Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that, right? Constantly. And then at the same time, what he did was he created a like a bot account that listened to his music. So he was scoring tons and tons and tons of views, and I think he made like something like was it $3 million in 1 year from his Spotify listens. Absolutely insane. Chantal who says Ad Fleet made an awesome intro for Baron Coleman music and AI animated video. There was a band that uploaded an album of just silent tracks and got their fans to listen to it while they slept to raise funds for their tour. That's insane. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm like, I do think that the whole vibe of AI is, as a musician myself, and working in the music industry, it's like you can hear it. I can very much hear when a track is AI. It's sort of, sometimes there's musical things that happen, like they're going like, that's not possible in real life. Certain sounds. Maddie is buffering. Oh, listen! We just want to do a big up to Matthew Dixon. Sorry, I was thinking of Matthew Dixon. Please keep him in your thoughts today. The guy's going through family member passed. So yeah, it's like, yeah, keep the O in your thoughts. Absolutely a legend. He's our #1 troll, an absolute OG legend, and so it's a rough day ahead of him, like, so it's always cuck when that happens in someone's life. So yeah, sorry, I missed the question. Yeah, exactly, Ghost Stomp. You can kind of hear it. You can hear it in the music. We're going like, okay, well, this is fucking AI. And the other thing is, I do love the idea that that there is no ownership. Now that there's no intellectual property in and around AI created stuff. I think it's music, any of the stuff. So yeah, internet money is not legislated well yet. I saw. What do you mean? Major Tom goes, did you know Bob Marley was heavy into punk music and spent a lot of time with British punk bands? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, unfortunately, Matthew's been a bit quiet due to, like, he had a family member pass recently. So I think he's got a funeral today. So big up to the homie. He's like, it's always cuck when that happens, man. Yeah, so he's been quiet. It's going rough, especially when a loved one passes. Not a kiff vibe, man. I mean, my best mate, the lead singer of the Hogs, passed away like in 2015, and it fucking killed me. It crushed me. Like one of my best friends. Like it's soul destroying. I think for like 2 weeks, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was just like fucking just depro as fuck. Wait, I know we depro now. Yeah. So wait. So that's the whole vibe. Yeah. So yeah. Again, I don't know. That's where we are. That's where we are with the thing. So like, again, we don't know. Here's the thing that I reckon that's going to happen with regards to this constitutional thing. Is oh, wait, sorry, did I miss that? Sorry, Charmaine. What did you say? Oh, that was Charmaine. Charmaine, my brother lost away. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, Charmaine. Condolences, madam. That's really not Kev. Sorry, sweetheart. Sure, that's a hectic one. Not cool at all. That just made me sad. It's heartbreaking. Someone tell me a joke quickly to make me feel better. Why is my thing? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so your poll is still up. Oh, okay. We must stop it. There we go. The tender. What else? Tender corruption. I will, dude. I'll definitely tune in. But I mean, I'm sure he'll come back, and we can he'll be back soon. Obviously, today's just like it's busy day of like, and it's
Hello there.
That Charmaine H has become a member. If Ramaphosa is outed now, the deputy press is in.
You? What? Me? What about me? What did I do? Oh, am I the joke? Ha ha ha, cock funny. You're such a dick. Charmaine celebrates 10 months of membership. Oh, dude. Charmaine, absolute stunner. Thank you, darling. Was the band named Hogs due to the drummer's surname? Due to the dude's no, it wasn't. Our name was Hog Hoggidy Hog, and just because Yeah, there was no, just like, you know, just wanted the stupid name. It's punk rock. It's like, we just made up there's no one's surname is Hog. But we all had sort of hoggy names. That's why I was Mork Rock. That was my band name that George gave me. And it was because of Mork sounds like pork. Because we used to call our genre pork rock. And he said Mork Rock. He just called me Mork. So like Mork and Mindy. I can't remember. And it just stuck. I mean, it's like I had this nickname since 2020. So yeah. His surname was Bacon. No, well, his fake surname was Bacon. Yes, George's surname was George Bacon, but that wasn't his real surname. His real surname was Bugas or something like that. Yeah, and then our bassist was Sean Snout, and our drummer was just Devi. Yeah, it's cool. But I mean, we're still a band. I mean, literally, we're having a band hangout this weekend on Saturday. We're just all coming together and just hanging out. And it's like, you know, it's like you've been with people for so long. They're kind of like family, like extended family. I mean, you're doing like tours and shit for years, and like you're the only people you hang out with, you know. Yeah, stage names, exactly, dude. But it was fun. It's like, yeah, seeing like, and we're all like, you know, the only downside was like George passed away, and he had a 3-month-old, and that was the fucking hardest one there. And like, his wife is like one of our closest friends, and his little kid is absolutely amazing. Draco, such a kiff dude, and he's into Star Wars. And he went to the so every time he comes over, we talk about is Star Wars. Like that's the only thing we talk about, Star Wars and Marvel. And he's like, what is he? He's 11 now. 20. It was 2015. Yeah, he's 11 now, and he's an absolute OG. Draco, what a cool name, right? Initially, George wanted to call him Kratos, but his wife vetoed that. He was like, nah, it's not fucking happening. But he's such a beautiful kid, man. Oh. Aw. You would have seen me backstage. I think there's actually, let me see quickly. I think I can find it. There is I think we did a live show, and you can see me standing in the background. I'm like, because I'm backstage. I'm the manager. Like I'm the vibe behind it. Oh wait, the EF Pickett. What? Hold on a second. I just want to see this. What the fuck is this? Why is the EFF outside? Are they celebrating? Okay. Well, while that loads, okay, here we go. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, they're gonna sing "Shoot the Boer." I don't know why. Oh, their stream is struggling. Let's kill that, guys. If you're gonna do a live stream, you need to do it. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see if it works. I'm gonna give it a few minutes. While I do that, I actually wanted to show you guys. When was this? Oh. I'll play our intro. Oh, there we go. Daisies. Is this one? Here we go. When was this? 2023. Good Lord. This is long ago. Fucking hell, this is a while ago. What is going on with the thingy, with the scrubber? Okay, here we go. Found it. Sorry, guys. That was retarded of me. Why do I have 2 of these? Okay, here we go. Right. Jeez, everything is broken. Hold on. Yeah, let me see volume. If volume is up. Yeah, I'll play this. Check this out.
So they've been going for 18 years. They've toured the world. Let's hear it for Hog
This is our dip. Because our Lee Lips was gone, so we got like a dip, a horn player in. And there's my boy, Sean Dede, drummer. Absolutely one of the best drummers ever. And Miras. It's so soft. But yeah, that's it. You can actually go check it out. I'll drop you guys the link if you guys want to check out the whole thing. And you can see me. I'm standing sort of. Oh, what am I doing there? Copy. I'm starting just like stage right on the right there somewhere. You can see me just like making sure that shit doesn't break. Let's turn this down. There we go. Yeah. And what are you guys doing for the rest of the day? Dreadlocks. Yes, he had dreadlocks. Roxo, did you guys ever play Rocking the Daisies between? Yeah, this was Rocking the Daisies 2013. We played. I think we played the year afterward. What? No, we played 2013, and then we also played. We didn't play 2014. We played 2015. I think we played 2015 and 2016 because we did like we got a whole bunch of like, I think George passed away in the beginning of 2015. And then we did a sort of tribute show. So the guys from Rocking the Daisies reached out and like, listen here, can you guys do like I think it was 2016 we did one where we did like a sort of a tribute. What we did was we got a whole bunch of our friends. We got a whole bunch of our friends to come and like, you know, be the lead singer. It was very, very kiff. It was like fucking emotional. I hated the show just because it was too emotional for me. Still trying to figure out who's who in the Porky Zoo. No, I'm not like, I don't perform. I'm the manager of the band of the Hogs. I'm not actually performing. So that is our trombonist Ross, that's George, that's Sean Deavy, and then our bassist Snout and our guitarist AIDS or Skeet, a Mosquito. And I don't actually play. I run stuff. Make stuff happen, organize gigs, make sure we go to practice, that type of shit, you know? Well, I used to do that. And I'm the one that makes sure that everything stays alive. Well, the music stays alive. The music must stay alive. I don't want to see what the EFF is doing. Hold on. Where's the EFF? The EFF are doing a thing. Oh, here we go. No, what is it broken again? What is the EFF doing? Hold on, let's see here. Where's their live stream? Here we go. It's like their stream is broken or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh wait, I also didn't paste that in the thing. Here's the link to that Rocking the Daisies live show. It's quite cool if you guys want to go check it out. Wanting to do a reaction video about the giant shoulders lost stream. What? What? No fucking way, Pete. Hectic shit, dude. What is it? Wait, Arbot says still in a bar, going to the next one half an hour. Yeah, this stream is just buggered. I don't know what's going on. What's Ronaldo? He's also doing the thing, but it's like What the fuck is going on? Let's have a look here. Let's just see what's going live. There's 2 live things happening. This one is it just freezes. I don't know. What the hell is going on here? This is so weird. It plays and then it freezes. Check this out. Wait, let me see. Yeah, let me just go to Ronaldo. Ronaldo's. What the f is going on? I have no idea. This is so buggered. This is absolutely broken. Economic freedom fighters, check this out. So go to their thing, and it just plays this and it freezes. Broken. Absolutely broken. So strange. Stream Ronaldo streaming EFF. Should I do that? What stream is he watching? That is so weird. Wait, let me kill this page quickly. Maybe there's an issue there. Wait, let me go off and come back on. Give me 1 second, guys. Maybe it could be my side. You never know. Hold on one second. Down the back. Right, let's see what happened. Let's see if this fixes it. Very, very weird. Very weird day with the internet's not working properly. Right, let's see if we can fix this. Why is Ronaldo getting a stream and I'm not getting the stream? What do you mean verify it's me? Hold on a second. This is so strange. I hate it when I'm getting... Oh, good Lord. What is it doing? Hold on. Oh, I'm just kidding. I think I'm having a login issue. Yes, it's me. For the love of God. There we go. Thank you. Right. Let's see if we can figure out the internet. Well, let's see. Where is the EFF? Come on. How are we not seeing the stream? Same thing. It's fucking scuffed. That is just beyond weird. Look here. Like, does anybody else can see this? This is the only thing I see. And it stops here. And it just freezes. That is so weird. Finally, oh, that's mean. That's mean. Ah, dude, that's really amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate the sentiment there, Carl. Really appreciate it, bro. It's really awesome that, like, you know, like there's people out there that went, like, you know, we watched you guys and it was, or didn't watch you guys, but we listened to some of the stuff and, you know, it made a bit of an impact. And I mean, we did try and, like, we pushed against, like, stuff like fucking racism and shit like that, like from back in the day. I mean, didn't anybody tell them it's over? The EFF, I know, right? I just don't give a shit. It's so strange. Let me see what is Ronaldo streaming then? That is, look here.
Tell you these things and they come to happen. So
whatever.
I'm telling you now.
Like the
I
school
told
that you were
this
supposed
Ronaldo is streaming the EFF, which I can't stream. Maybe they blocked me.
Ramaphosa is going to change. There is no way Ramaphosa will not go to jail once the impeachment process opens.
That's just fucking weird. This is Inception. Hello, Ronaldo. Hello.
Anything?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's completely scuffed. At least you're seeing. At least Ronaldo's seeing the shit that's going on. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I don't know where he's getting the stream from. It's just broken. Oh, there we go. Yeah, actually, that's Ronaldo has an EFF member streaming to him with the 3310. You mean the material that the Thor's hammer Mjolnir was made from is a 3310. You guys know that, right? I have no idea. They've got another stream waiting. Economic Freedom Fighters have a stream for 1050. I think their entire thing is just broken. Their entire stream is scuffed. I just wanted to know what the EFF said. EFF live. Let's see. Let's see. Where is it? Let's see. It's live. Is there only the one? Yeah, it's still the same thing. Just everything's scuffed. No idea what the fuck is going on. Oh, you've got one. Hold on. I just want to hear his speech. Is he taking credit for this shit now? Hold on, here we go.
They want to silence me. They want to silence you by silencing me so that you never get
he's
to
going on
know
about
the
him,
truth.
his whole
At
life now.
least I got the truth before I went to jail. At least I opened the eyes of South Africans before I went to jail. All of this went against their plan.
He's such a martyr,
we as the EFF
Such a
have
martyr.
got the giraffe view. We can see how the future looks like. Now it's for Ramaphosa to use his conscience and resign as the president of South Africa and go and face the impeachment. We can't have a president that is doing the work of president.
I know, the volume is
and
terrible,
doing
so
the
turn it
work
down
of
a bit.
impeachment. He must concentrate on one. He can't concentrate on the president. He has to concentrate on impeachment. This goes
that too
again to the doorstep of the ANC. They must choose South Africa
CR,
or they must choose Ramaphosa. The constitutional court was
better?
very clear. The prima facie exists, therefore it must go to the impeachment.
He's good at talking cock,
Let's see that story of theirs of step aside. Whether that step aside has got eyes or not. Because
I mean, he can
facing
ramble on like
impeachment
fucking anybody's business.
is equal to standing.
Gavin Kuma, sorry, Gavin, I saw your Julius saying Ramaphosa must go to jail. Julius is the kettle. Julius calling the kettle black. He must also go to jail. He's going to go to jail.
Charged in Parliament. He has to face the impeachment process. Let's see if the step aside process only applies to certain individuals and doesn't apply to Ramaphosa. We know that it took long for us to arrive here. The Chief Justice has apologized.
Where did we arrive?
We accept her apology and we accept her wonderful judgment of this constitutional court. So
He's going to take credit for it. It's like, oh, but we did this.
We're not going home. We're
God,
going
I just can't, I can't ramble on like a holy fuck, it's loud. Is that better? Pointing fingers. I mean, that's the only thing he has is to point fingers. What's with the singing, for the love of God? But sing the song, because it's sing the song about shooting people again. Come on, EFF. What? And it's over. Oh, God. Why is he not in jail? Exactly, he should be in jail. Today is Okie shooting his mouth off. Max, what the fuck? Chantal? Max ADHD viewing. What do you mean? Just being mean to me. Come on, Chantal. Why are you being mean to me? I can't wait. He can't wait in prison for his appeal. He should be waiting in prison for his appeal. If you, how you say it, right? He's going to get. I'm sure he's going to get an appeal in prison. That's what prison's about. It's about there's going to be a lot of appeal in prison. Fuck my life. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't go there. But yes. He'll definitely go to, if he goes to prison, there's going to be a lot of appeal there for him. I'm sorry. The comment was for Robbie, not you. Oh, okay, sorry, whatever. I can't help. I've got ADHD and I didn't understand what you were saying. He's watching 3 things. Don't watch 3 things. Watch 1 thing. Yeah, that's what he's going to get. He can make his appeal. He'll get his appeal in prison. It's going to be so cuck funny. Oh, God, I love it. It's really fun. It's super fun. Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, if that's the vibe, what else is there? I think that's about it. I mean, we've got the evidence, and it's going to be a fun day. What a nice weekend. What a nice way to start off the weekend. The wheels of justice are turning. I love it. And then, we end off with the good news that we somehow, let's hope that Julius Malema gets his appeal in prison. Stop it, you. Oh my God, you calm down. I'm kidding. I'm not. No, I probably do need another coffee. But yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed this. This is cool. I wish there was more shit we could just live stream during the day. It'd be super cool. You get a pill. Everybody gets a pill. Appeal. You have to say it in an English accent, then it's not rude. I have people's kids going, Mom, what's appeal? That's what Julius Malema gets in prison. I'm watching 3 things more. My kids is building a bridge with ice cream stick. Oh God, I was gonna read that part. I'm going. My kids are building a bridge with ice cream, and then it goes sticks and hot glue and super sport. Oh God. It seems like that's going to be a messy situation. Hot glue and children and sticks. It sounds like what happens after Julius Malema goes to prison and gets appeal. It's a hot glue mess. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be respectable. No, I'm not. Oh, God. Anyway, I don't feel like going. What are you guys doing for the rest of the day? What is everybody doing? What are you doing? Charmaine, you've got a situation there. What do you use to get glue out, hot glue off things? Sticky sticks, exactly. Also, like, I mean, little children with sticky fingers, sticky hands. That's why that's why I have this fear of like small people, midgets. I have a fear of them because I always think that their hands might be sticky. We're hanging out with you. Ah, stop it. It's going to be. It's a very sticky situation. Both the children playing with hot glue and Malema when he goes to prison and gets a peel. Okay, stop now. It's the fucking joke is over. I'm designing a dressing table. I'm designing a dressing table in Swakopmund right now. Are you in Swakopmund? That's pretty cool. Or you're designing a dressing table for someone in Swakopmund? What do you call a deer with no eyes? No. What? What do you call a deer with no eyes? Bokop? No, what? No. What do you call a deer with no eyes? Eyeless deer? No, I have no idea. What? Tell me, Major Tom. Keep us hanging. What the fuck do you mean? I have no idea. That's fucking funny. That's funny. Come on, that was funny. The house I'm designing is in Swakopmund. Done kitchen, laundry, dressing room, and vanities. What did Charmaine said? Both my children have detention this afternoon. Like detention at home or detention at school? They're at home. They're what? I didn't. So I'm going to have time for myself. So wait, I'm just trying to understand it. So they're at home with you now, playing with hot glue, and then later you're taking them to school because they have detention, or is it? No idea. Okay, I'm sorry. I love like dad jokes. I think they're the awesomest. I'm busy with 3 school projects for her. A chandelier with shells. Good lord. Oh. A bridge with ice cream sticks, a weather presentation done in the same style as the weather lady on Vox Weather. You know what? You should actually try and make one with that with the Spanish weather lady. If you can, that's a good one. What? Kumkhompo has suspended school kids today because of weather. The sun is shining and my kids. That's awesome. They've suspended because I heard the weather like is like the rain is fucking hardcore. Mork looks squirrel. I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. What do you call a dog with no legs? Oh fuck! I know this one. Oh, I know this. This is a savage one though. I know this one. I just can't remember. Oh, sorry. Melissa's kids at the pit. Oh God, I'm sorry. See, I'm retarded. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. There is a fucking squirrel. I'm retarded. Sorry, Charmaine. See everything like you guys see the thing quite cool. If I look at the top at the stream at the top here, everybody's got a little picture and stuff. When I see it on my side, it's the worst thing for. I like really need to reach out to the people at Streamlabs and ask them to fix this because I just see name. And then everything is in white. There's no different colors and like little pictures. I don't see pictures on my side. It's annoying. But when I click it and I share it, it shares the YouTube link thing with your picture. So I just see everything's in one white color. Like it's not even different colors. So it's like I really get confused sometimes. For someone with ADHD, it really doesn't work well. So yeah, apologies for the confusion there. Yes, fine. It's a Biden. It's totally fine. 12? I'm going to reset the counter. I was going to reset the counter. Rivers and dams flooding in east. Yeah, dude, I saw that. That was quite a hectic thing. Wait. Oh, wait. What do you call a dog with no legs? Doesn't matter what you call him. He still won't come to you. Fuck. Jesus. Oh, fuck. Squirrel time for me. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking solid retard this morning. Oh. Yeah, but I have to wake up and do this. I have to concentrate and stuff. Lord, and let me see it. I'll just double check no work emails. It's a quiet day today, which is fucking amazing. Sure. I'm sorry. It's just funny. It's just funny. It's really fun spending time with you guys. Right, I just want to check. I've got a plumber also coming this morning quickly. I just want to see. Okay, just double checking. So if the plumber comes, I've got to go. What are your plans now, More? I've got a plumber coming just to fix a tap or something in the bathroom. And then I've got to do some work, but I reckon I think I don't need to go to the office today. I'm just going to work from home. I'm just going to do a bunch of admin and a lot of scheduling and just make sure scheduling is cool. The toilet, no, the toilet isn't clogged. The toilet isn't clogged. What do you think I am? Do I look like Gorlock? Can't you fix it? I'm not a fucking plumber person. Like if it's like just I don't know these things. No, actually there's some issue with the you know the mechanism, the thing in the back of the toilet. Like I can build a computer, but like fucking I don't like. There's some kind of issue with it, which I'm having a problem with. So yeah, that's. Cheers, Major Tom, dude. Right? Oh, is he saying bye to? Oh. No, sorry, I thought I was mistaken there. No, I'm not the plumber type. Like I can build a computer, I can fucking do a bit of like put stuff together like a tech sorted. This cock, I can program a VCR, I can set up a network, like I got fucking toilet, bro. Like working in the thing. I'm not your man. Do you think we're entering in? Dude, I actually don't think so. Actually, quite funny. I saw a video. Did you guys see this? This is quite interesting. I saw this yesterday. Where's my ex? Actually, good question, David. I don't think so. The reason I don't think so is I don't think we'll be able to pull it off again. I don't think we'll be able to pull off the sort of major lockdown shit. I just don't think they'll be able to go that far with the stuff. You're not going to fall for it the second time. You're going to go if they go. Listen, we're going to do another lockdown. You're going to go get fucked. I'm not locking. I'm not wearing a mask. You know, you guys had it so wrong the last time. I don't believe you. But did you guys see this? This was posted. Oh, sorry, fuck at me. I'm not even sharing it. This was posted in 2022, June 11th, 2022. This guy posted this. Corona ended 2023 and 2026. Now that's special. Oh, you are off, Tom. Cool, Major Tom, dude. Have an epic Friday, dude, and I hope you have an amazing weekend, dude. Yes, I also saw that as well. CR, I saw X-Files also predicted it. Let's actually play that clip. Can we play the clip? Let's not play the clip. Yeah, and this is the thing. I completely agree with you. They're trying to push the digital ID stuff. They are trying to. I just don't think they'll get away with being able to lock us down like they did before. They're not going to be able to go that far. We just don't care anymore. Well, let's see what they're saying about the Vido. Sorry, I don't actually know much about it. There we go. See, right at the top there, first one. The Developing National Health Department says 4 people are being monitored in Cape Town. Oh, God, they're close to me. Bunch of lockdown 2.0. They won't be able to. I don't think they'll be able to lock us down again. I don't think we'll fall for it. We're just going to go get fucked. We're not going. Yeah, no, we're not locking down. We're not going to completely destroy our economy because you guys think it's there's you know
said that
the
yesterday the contact tracing at the Sawa National Health says 4 people are being monitored in Cape Town after possible exposure to the Hunter virus, where the department spokesperson Foster Mohale possible exposure to the Hunter virus, where the department spokesperson Foster Mohale says it is being done as a precautionary measure whilst they
Wait, hold on, sorry. Why is she wearing a South African shirt? Is there cricket or rugby? What is it? Is there a cricket or a rugby shirt? That's cricket, right? Is there cricket happening today? What's going on? Somebody tell me. Some sportsperson tell me what's going on with this.
awaiting the results of laboratory tests. Now, it comes after at least 3 people who were on board a cruise ship traveling from Argentina to Cabo Verde. They passed.
Oh, there we go. They have to do that. They have to show us. They've got the masks on, everything. Obviously, it's not airborne until it's fucking airborne.
Away. One person is in a serious condition at the Johannesburg hospital. The department said that yesterday.
The thing is, and this is the problem with the vibe right now, is going like, we saw how they lied the last time. Now, and the problem is, if you like they lied, and we found out half the shit was lying, it was a whole bunch of bullshit, right? This time around, you're gonna go, you know what? I don't trust them. I don't trust the doctors. I don't trust the government. They don't know it. And the problem is, even if it were a deadly virus, I'm going to default to I don't fucking trust you guys because you lied to us the first time, at my own peril. I'd rather do that. I'm just sorry, and that's the problem that they're going to have here, because they were completely. We're doing it under the banner of safety. But you, like, all of it was fucking, like, about 90%, half the stuff was made up. The fact that it could be spread like through, like, dude, it was airborne from the get-go. From the get-go, it was like completely just airborne. It was airborne the entire time. We were wearing masks, social distancing. It's like you breathe out. It was such a load of bullshit. Hold on, my fucking earphones died. They can only do 2 hours, otherwise they die. Let's see what this chick has to say, yeah?
Contact tracing has identified 62 individuals as possible contacts with the infected persons. It says 42 individuals have been traced and monitored. Now, flight
42.
operator Airlink has meanwhile initiated contact tracing and informed the public that a passenger on one of its flights had passed away from the hantavirus. The airline noted that the passenger on Airlink flight 4Z132, which departed from St. Helena Island on the 25th of April 2026, had passed away. Anyone who was on that flight is advised to contact.
Oh, that's weird. Sorry, I've got like feedback mic, not mic feedback, but I can hear my own voice, and it's just a bit weird. But this is how it started last time. Last time, this is exactly, they started with the contact tracing. Again, I'm going to go back to think they're not going to, if they go, oh, we're going to lock down the country, I'm just going to go, yeah, get fucked. Make me. Wait, I just need to turn this off. This is a bit. No, it's fine. I think I can survive. Melissa says, I find it interesting that Gene Hackman's wife died from it, and then it was a certain field mouse in a certain area. Now it's human-to-human infections engineered. But that's the thing. The entire coronavirus was a man-made in a laboratory. They looked at it and they go, there's no way this is like, and now I'm going like, now you want me to not believe the conspiracy theorists, where you've got people like Bill Gates wanting to, like, his entire vibe is to, again, I'm not saying this is what I assume, what I gain from his vibe is like his worldview. Bill Gates' worldview is that the world is overpopulated. And the solution to that is decrease the population of Earth. How do you do that? Oh, I don't know, maybe like making people infertile? Like what'll happen with a lot of people that took the thing? It's like, it fucked people up. And it's like, well, you know. And because there's such a long period, it's like, I mean, what happened with that was initially they were going like, it was approved by the FDA, right? FDA approval takes 15 years. It takes 15 years for a reason, because you can't determine the long-term effects of a medication. That's why the approval process is between 7 and 15 years, so that you can see what happens after the time. They went, no, it got immediate approval within a year. And they're going like, that doesn't make it safe. Just because they got immediate like approval. Like, you haven't tested it, and now we're like the longer they, and like the more we look into the mRNA vaccine, right? The more we see there's a massive issue that what it does to people, and obviously now that you can't correlate the two because somebody had it 4 years ago, and now today they're having trouble, they're having heart issues, all this kind of shit, and you're going, oh well, the two aren't connected. I'm going, of course, it's in your interest to say it's not connected because you were the ones fucking telling us to take it. So a bit weird, yeah. Guys, for COVID Mediclinic order 1 million body... What? Wait, hold on a second. Let me just quickly fix this. Sorry, give me 1 second, yeah. This is bothering me. Sorry, hearing my own voice this hectically in the cans. I'm just not used to it. 1 second. Routing. Where's my... Let's just turn this... There we go. Ah, so much better. Thank you. I was going to read what Charmaine said here. What Shantulu said. Guys, for COVID Mediclinic... Right, so guys, for COVID Mediclinic ordered 1 million body bags. My Sean used to work there. Very obviously didn't use them all. Use all of them at the time at all. They told Mediclinic staff to get vaxxed on the first round. Jesus. That's insane. Only trust Joe Rogan, the rest are fake news. Mork, wait, so let's turn this off. Mork, the news for the NR33, e.g. 33 people died. 33 serious condition. Do you think so? Maybe. I mean, listen, I saw a thing the other day. I don't know if it was parody, but there was a guy's going, he's still taking the, what do you call it, the he's on his 29th something COVID shot. And this is like people just keep taking them. I'm still seeing people with fucking masks out. Also saw the hantavirus is one of the COVID vaccine side effects. Fucking what? COVID vaccine caused my heart attack. See, that's the thing. I mean, like, yeah, I obviously don't want to give people's names and stuff away, but like there's, yeah, I've known 1 or 2 people, like, you know, 27-year-old, right? Fucking exercises daily, like gyms daily, that type of stuff. Blood clots. 27-year-old. Doesn't run in the family, nowhere, just out of the blue. Had the first, second, and third shots. I'm going, bro, that's, yeah, I don't know. And the thing is, the problem is, and at the time, is like I always go, like, whenever people shut down anybody speaking out against it, I'm going, okay, cool. There's a problem. There's a fucking issue there. They're trying to cover shit up or something. I mean, again, I don't have the answers. I'm just some random dude talking cuck on the internet. You know what I mean? Don't take my medical advice. No, wait, it's cool. Don't worry, guys. I identify as a doctor. You can just identify as shit now. Yeah, if you can identify as a woman, you can identify as a doctor. What's the difference? The only thing entering my body is whiskey, weed, and Black Sabbath. Fucking hell yeah. That rock on, boy. Rock on. I mean, again, I don't have any issue with medication and shit like that. My whole vibe wasn't from the point of view of it being, oh, it's medication. What are you scared of vaccines? No, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't care. It wasn't that. It was the fact that someone was telling me to do something I don't want to do. Well, no, it's just the fact that someone was telling me to do something. I don't like being told. Yeah, COVID, there we go. Exactly 144. And that's the thing. That's the thing that happened with the pandemic. It showed the hand of the government. And now you want to, like, I mean, like, I think before the pandemic, you know, like the sort of conspiracy thing was sort of, it was under the surface. Now it's like, no, you fuckers were right. You were right about all of it. Everybody that was deemed I was deemed a conspiracy theorist because I was going like, hold on, none of this makes any logical sense. I remember having a conversation with somebody about it, going like, where I had gotten COVID. I think I got COVID. When was the pandemic? The pandemic started it was February or March. when they lock us down. And I remember 7 months later, I got it. Then a few months after that, 6 months after, 6 months after the lockdown, I think I got COVID. And it felt like I had tick bite fever the one day, but I was sick for 3 days only. The one day it felt like I just migraines. I was lying in bed, sweating, done. It wasn't even 3 months after that. I remember sitting with somebody going like, asking me, have you gotten the vaccine? I was going, no. And they go like, why not? And I was like, because I had it. I had the actual virus. And they were like, no, but you still need to take it. I'm going like, but hold on, that doesn't. And I kind of sat down with him. I said like, well, just think about what you're saying. If you had measles, do you need to take the measles vaccine? No, you've already had it. You've built up immunity to it. And it's almost like that basic thing couldn't understand, because you had people in the medical thing going, and this is the problem. This is when the government stepped in. They were like, well, if you're a doctor, you can't talk about it. You can lose your license. Now, even the doctors have to shut the fuck up about it. And at the same time, if they don't recommend a certain thing, they can lose their job. That's what they went after them. So and I can understand. I can understand doctors going like, oh, I'm saying this against my will. But you should probably take it. I don't, or like just going, I don't have an opinion. You can't have an opinion because they out you or something. So I never had it. Me neither. Didn't get it. Yeah. I fought it. No, but dude, again, there's a lot of people I know that didn't want it and they couldn't. And it's like I know a lot of people will go like, listen, you can't make me do it. I will fucking. But it's like sometimes it's an issue. I mean, I knew people that had it for the dumbest reasons. What if I can't travel, go on a holiday next year somewhere? I mean, that's like, okay, bro, calm the fuck down. But there were people with legitimate issues. Like they had people that their jobs were forcing them to take it, right? They were forcing them to take it. And now you can go like, from my point of view, I go like, I would tell my job to go get fucked, right? Because my homies, friends of mine that I work for, they would never make that. And even I would go like, guys, you're joking. I'm not going to do it. Get fucked. They wouldn't. But there were companies that were going like, if you don't do it, we'll fire you. Now, you have to consider the consequences of that thing. You're working at a company. You've maybe worked there for 10, 15 years. You've got a mortgage. You've got a fucking car payment. You've got responsibilities. You've got kids. You've got school fees. You can't force to do that. You can't then go, well, screw your job. I'll go somewhere else in a country where there's a 40% unemployment, right? You couldn't take that risk. So a lot of people had to do it against their will. But again, I think that there should be a reckoning, because companies who did it, even though it was on the demand of the government, there were companies that went way beyond, way further than they should have with regards to forcing people to take experimental medication in order for a fucking fear-mongering fucking campaign. I think there should be a recourse for these people that did this. And you go like, listen, I'm going to fucking claim. If you have documentation when they forced you to do it, I think there should be a vibe where you can claim fucking, what do you call it? What's the word again? You could sue them or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you can claim money back from the shit. Like, yeah, Discovery, 100%, dude. Discovery was one of those companies. They literally went above and beyond. They fear-mongered people into the thing. And now, where are they now? Where are they fucking carrying on about the thing? We're all fun and it was all horseshit. They were coming out, there's nothing. It's 100% safe. Like the shit, like take it to stop the spread. That's not how it works, you fucking idiot. But this was a major company saying this. And what recourse? Did they eventually get called out on it? Did they face any legal recourse for doing what they did? Fucking nothing. Nothing. That's why be careful. I mean, I'm going to be careful. I never go do something. I'm going, I do whatever you want to do. This is my opinion on it. Do it, don't do it. I'm never going to force. I'll never force anybody to do anything. Maybe if I had kind of force you to subscribe. No kidding. But you're right, dude. 100%, Skuman. That was Discovery was one of those companies, dude. I lost complete respect for Discovery. I will not use any of their products. Fucking, another hill. I'm fine to die on. Fuck Discovery. Connor got COVID day 1. Slept all day and he was fine. Sean was out for 4 days. Yeah, my missus. The fuck? Sorry about that. My missus, she was out for 2.5 weeks. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're fine now. I'm just double checking. Yes, we're all good. Yeah, my missus was out for about 2.5 weeks, just like man down in bed. Like I'm going, oh shit, like hectic. And then we actually, somebody that we know gave us some ivermectin. And had that, not an issue, nothing since then. No, don't you dare noob me. The fuck? There have been 102,595 confirmed deaths attributed, again, but now compare those to the average annual TB deaths. And then the average TB, this is the one thing that I remember during the pandemic. If you looked at on average, we had, I think it was something, I fucking, it's insane that I still remember the stats. We had something like, on average, 65,000 TB deaths every single year. Year on year, right? TB deaths. In 2020 or 2021, somewhere, first year of COVID, we had 0 TB deaths and 60,000 COVID deaths. What? It's almost like people with pre-existing conditions still fucking died. But yeah, like, dude, the debates people were having, shouting at other people. I mean, like, the thing that got me was I knew it was propaganda when I remember the people clapping at 8 o'clock at night to the medical workers in the UK. Like there was a trend that started there, and people will come and go, yay, go. And at the same time, you have the medical community doing fucking TikTok dancing. And I was going, bro, this is bullshit. Pfizer, exactly, yeah. It's YouTube probably got like a massive copyright strike there or something. Fuck me, don't say that. I should check now. Did I? Please say I didn't. No, we still seem fine. Okay, cool. I've got 10 minutes, then I've got to go because I've got the plumber coming, so I can have an entry with you guys. And before I leave, yeah. No, it was insane. It was insane. It was a wake-up call. It was an honest wake-up call. And it was, to me, it was like, don't underestimate the stupidity of large amounts of people in groups. How did I cope with the cigarette ban? Dude, I bought, like, listen, I was, I think at the height of COVID, I think I only did it twice. There are 2 times where I bought a pack of cigarettes for 200 Rand. And I was going, fuck it. It is what it is. But it was fine. I think what I did was, the problem was I smoked more because, like, so I think they made the announcement in 3 days' time we're going to have a lockdown. I was like, fuck it. I think I bought like 3 cartons of cigarettes, right? And I'm just going, okay, cool, just have. But then what happened was, as it got longer and longer, I started smoking more. Like, you're going, like, because you've fucking nothing to do all day long, right? You're just doing nothing. And now it's like this, okay, it's not like your stash is getting smaller. Now you're smoking more because you're anticipating it running out, and that was the fuck up. But it wasn't that much. I mean, like, I smoked, I ended up cutting down on smoking quite a lot. And yeah, I remember also, like, there were people going around. I mean, I have family in the farming community and stuff like that. So we didn't have an issue with alcohol. Alcohol thing was like the pineapple. I never even did. I mean, I'm not really a drinker much. So to me, the alcohol was the cigarettes were the issue. I wish I knew Herman back then. He could have sent me a package. Just like some tobacco. Make my own cigarettes. Sean Opa started distilling Vitlets during the lockdown and hasn't stopped. It's like an engine cleaner. See, there's positives that came out of it. I remember, yeah, I paid like, I think at like one stage I paid quite, dude, we paid quite a lot for, I mean, I remember buying a carton of Marlboro. And this is, I think it was, how long was the fucking lockdown for? God, I can't even remember. It feels like so long ago. No, I didn't. David, I didn't see that one. The Simpsons predicted the Tana virus long ago. I watched the video. Okay, I'll go check it out, dude. Oh yeah, Charmaine. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, now listen. I take back what my image of this was way different. I thought there was just fucking glue, hot glue all over the place. It's like fucking glue and like, but it's not. This is way more. This is way more. This is my kind of, like, there's protective, there's a box. Okay, you know, this is okay, cool. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this kind of gluing. Thank you for putting my nerves at ease, because those are things that just freak me the fuck out. We keep a jar in the shed to use as disinfectant. Oh, for the Vitblitz. You should actually just put that in case we have another like you know, the Hatana virus. What a stupid name. Cheaper to smoke weed. I know. But also that was hectic. Yeah, the lockdown 750 days. Fucking hell, was it that long? No. Was it? Jeez, dude, like, yeah, I just the insanity of stuff. I remember having a fight with the manager of the where was it? The Builder's Warehouse. We went to Builder, you know, just after the lockdown when you could start going to places, but the mask thing was there. And I remember having a fight with so my missus had the face shield. So it's like a plastic thing that sits on your chin. It's like a sort of shield, right? So we go to the Builder's Warehouse, we walk in, we're browsing around, and one of the sort of people that work there comes like, oh, so you're not allowed to have the shield. And she's like, what do you mean? It's like, no, you can't have it. She's like, but what the fuck do you mean? And it's like, we're pointing out, the staff are walking around with, like, you know, masks on their chins. And we're going like, I literally took the phone out and I'm like going, filming, like, look there, I'll show you. There. That person, all wearing chin straps. And they were like, no, but you can't have it. And it's just like adamant, not even telling other people to put their things up, just going, them's the rules. And the insanity of idiocy was just, it was at an astounding level. Them's the rules, that's how it is. They're absolutely retarded. And then we went to a different, they go, this was policy from head office. We went to the Builder's Warehouse in Brooklyn. No issue. Face shield, not a fucking problem. We even went to we saw one of the guys like, you can have a face shield. Like, yeah, totally cool. It's like, are you sure? He goes, yeah. Like, they said the other one you can't. It's like, no, those people are nuts. Anyway, listen, guys, I think I should call it there. We had a nice lacquer day of talking cuck. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. You could have been anywhere, but you tried to be here. I really appreciate it. So yeah, you guys join us tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. I'll be back talking about just whatever. We're going to talk about fun stuff, whatever you guys feel like. You guys make the call on Saturdays, what we talk about. We can talk about whatever it is you want to. National state of disaster officially ended 4th of April, 2022. Fucking hell. Insane. Cool, guys. Thank you so much. Please hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Otherwise, we'll be back here 8 o'clock, 8:15 on Monday night. It's a little bit later due to the fact that we're going to be on Ronaldo's show on Monday night at 7 o'clock. We're doing the super awesome Nameless show on Ronaldo's channel. Myself, Whistler, Darth Sean, and Ronaldo will be chatting about whatever we're chatting about, and then we'll be back here. I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for our Saturday morning hangout. So come hang out, talk a bit of cock. It'll be awesome. Matthew 6:15. But if you do not forgive others for their sins, your heavenly Father will not forgive you for your sins. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good vibe, bro. Guys, have a absolutely nice, have a magical Friday, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out and have a good one. Cheers. Bye.